workplace safety and mobilizing people in soft floor. That is most important, and I would request everybody, whenever we are in the soft floor, please make a point that we interact with people in safety, okay, and we really focus to make the concerns, because as dignitaries has told, people may be scared when a safety guy talk to a worker. So he should not feel that this guy is alien, but he should feel that this guy is going to help us. So in that way, if we interact with the guys, definitely people will come to understand and they will share their concern. Because many things in our experience also, we have found that good practices are shared by the workers level also, because they are readily exposed to that, and they also sometimes come with very good suggestions. So those things are very important when we talk about soft floor mobilization. And definitely the toolbox talks, what you regularly do, or sharing of good practices in the soft floors is really important, and people needs to be encouraged so that they can be part of that. In some cases, I know every plant, in our cases, have the safety champion program, where employees in the soft floors are selected as a safety champion as per their awareness, as per their reporting, as per their understanding in safety. Kind of these things can be definitely encouraged. So moreover, please focus on soft floor mobilization, which leads to less accidents and positive reporting. And if there is any questions from anybody, can ask.
Any questions from audience? I think a lot of questions are there.
Can I, Dr. Sir, can I substantiate something here? I like to substantiate something about this occupational health courses in Baroda. There are the occupational health courses available in Central Level Institute and the Regional Level Institute, where it is a 4-month course and it is Industrial Ministry of Labor approved course. That has been several railway officers I have also seen, some of them are there, but I am not very sure because I am not coordinator of that. But perhaps I have seen in the classes some of them. It is one of the information I like to share with you, and you can always have the course content and you can run the course in your place, or if you feel that approval is required, you can always approach to the Director General and get the approval for that one. Both are possible. And next is this about there are very few organizations that are available here. Those who are available in this platform are all very leading one. I like to request them one thing. Sir, you are all well balanced team. There are some places in your plant, those are been run by your contractors. There you have your monitoring system. Why don't you start this awareness program, and by the new professionals, not by you. Allow the people to start the professional. Try to allow the people to come inside the safety profession and give them the scope of doing that one. Otherwise, the people membership of association and all this will be only we will go on trying that one, and the people sometime will come 20-25 people related to that one. You have to, in our country, you have to give the scope of the job opportunity, and that must be thought in the mind. Otherwise, it will be an educational forum, it will be a clubhouse sometime to meet like this. I want to bring it to the notice of all of you, as because you are the topper. Your organization is well balanced, no doubt about it. Please think on this matter. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Lot of questions from audience. First question from Mr. Sijan Dotto. Mr. Sijan Dotto, can you just stand? Yes. Okay. His question to Mr. K.N. Sen. Question is, in case in any construction sector, if the workers are not provided with proper amenities, then to whom they should report? if Mr. Chatterjee is the right person to speak, but anyway, I'll tell my views and then hand over to him. I'll tell the view of from a corporate part, and I'm sure he will substantiate or supplement or add the thing which I might be not mention. See, first thing is that it's a legal requirement for.
It's not audible.
Not audible. Is it audible now? No. Okay. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. See, providing the basic amenities, including the productive equipment as well as the facilities, whatever you mentioned, whatever you were thinking, for example, the restrooms and things like that, is a legal requirement in the part of the employer. Now, when you say that it is not provided, that means it is something illegal or something. So now the individual who is working has both the options. One first option should be he should try to get it internally solved. Means he should see whether he can get it, he can get it, addressed by talking to the right people. For example, mostly it happens as Teresa was mentioning. For example, when you have a subcontracting mechanism, and which is very common in construction and all over the world, it is a common thing that subcontracting means you have an element called contractor. And of course, which is not common globally is that the breach of contract. For example, in case you have a contract that they will be providing the safety appliances. Many times the contractor do not do it in India. Perhaps they will not think of doing it in US. If there is a contract to provide personal protective equipment, they will not be having the courage or intention or ability to do that. So here, what happens when you have an element of subcontracting or contracting to the smaller contractors by a large contractor, then there is a possibility of dilution, and that may not be by the main contractor, but it happens because there is a gap. So then the individual who is affected has the possibility of approaching, and there are many redressal mechanism internally given, like participation of worker meetings, committees, and pep talks. So they have different avenues where they come in contact with the top management, and they have also come in contact with the safety professionals who are supposed to provide, who are supposed to be responsible to facilitating this. And of course, I shall mostly leave to Mr. Chatterjee to kindly, endorse. They have also the opportunity or possibility to approach the law enforcing, bodies, but that is not a very pleasant system being within the system. So I think that should be an extreme case that if there is and you have also the trade union, which is also not very active in construction sector as of now. But there can be they can also, because most of the time they don't talk about occupational safety and health. I think I have seen in Europe particularly the trade union people and the safety people in some of the Swedish factories we have seen. So they if they also can can play an important role. Of course, the last part is definitely the inspector, whether it's factory inspector within the construction within the factories or the identified body can be approached. We have recently launched internally in L&T a sort of helpline. Someone can dial for any of our projects and tell that I am not getting water or I am not getting. It can be from the customer, it can be from the worker, it can be from even employees or employees of other companies. Anybody can give a logic complaint directly through, which will be seen at a corporate level, and we will not divulge who has made this complaint. So we are trying to bring, but it will definitely differ, vary from one organization to the other. Now I just request the Chair to kindly respond to the last part of it.
Thank you, Mr. Sen. Almost you have covered everything. I like to add some of the point. But thing is that we must remember one point is this, that safety is the technique to ensure the design, this control on the design deviations. It is basically things are within the design. PPE, basic facilities are the part of the design. So why this difference? I have not gone to the foreign countries and I have not seen their companies, but I have seen the foreign managed company in India. The difference between them and the normal common industry, I have observed them. They are very obedient and this one serious about the designs. They want to maintain the design. And that's the reason there is a very seldom there is the deviation problems are there. And if it is there, it is been monitored and rectified. Problem is in Indian company where things are being imported, designs are being imported from the foreign companies, and then they start when they are trying to this one use it in Indian context. Slowly we like to reduce our requirement. That means आज ठीक है क्रेन को टेस्ट करने का जरूरत नहीं, कल दिखा जाएगा. These are the tendency only because of this that we prefer, these companies are actually accepting that the deviation can be a part of the a part of my activities actually. That's the reason this happens. It is, and please try to bear with me that it is not a negative. We should not think it in a negative directions, because design deviation is a part of the design. It is always there, and it is not possible that for the 35-ton lifting you have to always have the 35-ton also. Thing is that it should be taken into that context, that how best it can be done without the this unsafe condition. That is important, and how best you can do it, and that is the requirement for the safety. If we think that if it is not there, so stop it, then again we will be the backbencher, no doubt about it. We have to think about the requirement of the industries only. Please, if there is any such type of things where the people are not having the helmets or something like that, it is, please consider it not having the helmets only. Please consider it as a design deviation. And once it is a design deviation, it must be corrected. That's all. And none of the occupier is this adamant that they are not listen to that one. After all, legal matters will be, all such type of deviation can be settled in the court of law. So everybody afraid of that one, about all occupiers are afraid of, they understand that one, that we cannot do such type of thing. So we the safety professionals should be strict on the to have the control over the design deviations, whether it is a helmet or it is not testing, or it is the not performing the tripping the trip system. Everything is the same. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chatterjee. You have nicely, and Mr. Sen also nicely. But that's why main reason is the culture. Culture is the main reason for this, I think, because unless our culture is changed, we will try to just manipulate in this way, and even law can do better for some time, but not permanent effect. No permanent effect will be there. So we should gradually change our culture from unsafe culture to safe culture. Next question is from Mr. Sudeep Saha. Yes. His question is to Mr. Himadri Chatterjee again. There is Factories Act in India, but many of the companies in India do not follow Factories Act. What should to do? What is to be done? I think.
Factories Act, every company has to follow. Thing is that, and they follow it. Basically, otherwise they don't have the license of the factory. So the thing is that whatever the criteria are given in the act, those acts sometimes is not being carried out. As I already told you, there is always a trend to deviate from the design. It is a common trend of the industries in India. Whatever in industries I have seen, but don't keep it in mind that the Factories Act is not being followed by any company. Otherwise, that registration will not come, that license will not come. So for that reason, at least there should be. But there are some companies, as you told, if it is not a factory, if it is a construction sector, then it is something different. It is something different. Hello. Can you listen to me?
Yes.
So if it is a construction organization, it is been under the if it is a construction industry, in that case, it is not been governed by the Factories Act. If they are having the Building and Other Construction Workers Act, it has newly come up, and they follow those act and regulation. But those who are under the Factories Act, I don't find that anybody do not have any such type of, they are not following that. It's my view, of course. Maybe if you find something, I can update my this knowledge. But still date, I have never find such thing. Anything else?
Mr. Nirupam Mukherjee, you want to say something?
Hello. I just wanted to add something on this valuable view of Professor Chatterjee. One of the focus that we are discussing here is about the safety professionals being proactive, and like safety doesn't mean stopping of job. Now, my view is aligned with this. At the same time, I look towards this whole issue as to be the best blend would be a balance between fear. There has to be some fear, because if we are in US, we have the fear of OSHA inspectors coming in and stopping or canceling the factory license. At the same time, safety professionals can play a vital role in doing hand-holding, coaching, and providing solutions, the best possible solutions, to come out of a sticking situation where profitability and safety at the same time are at stake. Now, in construction and in manufacturing, I ran a few projects which I did document some of those projects as well, where improvement in safety had a substantial improvement in cost saving and time. So, and it is very easy. If we can undertake a project, analyze, understand the nerves of the requirement, we can design solutions which makes situations much safer and very easy to sell, because you can show management, here is your money, you listen to me and you save your money, you save your time, you are more productive. So what I'm trying to say is that, as on one side we safety professionals keep striving to attain that kind of a stature, and a complete view of management changes. At the same time, it does not mean that we have to be silent whenever there is a violation. If there is a violation where there are no other go than to stop it, we will have to do that. So that right balance is the best approach to me.
Next question is from Tapas Chakraborty to Mr. Himadri Chatterjee again. Can government monitor the health safety environment system of a construction company and take an action against it if the severe flaws are there?
Construction industry is government has already framed a rule, a act, that is Building and Other Construction Act, and by that it is almost parallel to the Factories Act. The condition of safety, health, environment is already implemented into that rules. There is also some more thing which is cess collection and all this. Apart from that one, everything, all safety norms are been given there. It is a Safety and Health Provisional Act. Thing is that it is not been the inspectors for that in Construction Act is been controlled by enforced by the Labor Commissioner officers. So there are technical competency is not that much in that the organization. However, maybe it is a government policy, and government has already given them the that power. In some of the state, it has been this safety, health, and provisions are been given to the factory inspectors, and some of them are still lying with the labor commissioner officers. But it is there. You can ensure that one, or meet the labor commissioner. If you feel any violation is there, you can always Mr. Chakraborty, Tapas Chakraborty, if you feel that there is any violation of in the construction site, you are free to move and to the labor commissioner office, and everything in ditto, because we framed that rule in the DG first day. So we know, I was at that time attached with during this work of framing that rule. So I know that one. It is fully almost the replica of that practice act. Maybe small differences there. Otherwise, boliye.